Hey guys, and welcome back. This is going to be my weeks 32 and weeks 33 twin pregnancy update. If you're new, my name's Kelly and I am currently pregnant with twin boys. They are fraternal and we are pregnant through IVF. So, yeah, I've had some stuff happen over the past couple of weeks. So up until this last week, I've had a really good pregnancy, very smooth, really no issues. And so I'll be 34 weeks tomorrow. And so, like I said, I've had some stuff happen. So the good news is that I just got done with my last day of work. So no more working for me, thank goodness. You know, it's a little bittersweet. I've been with the company for 8 years, and so it was kind of sad to leave today, but I'm also excited because if you have been following me, you know that Trey and I, we have an apartment here in Dallas, and we also have our house, which is 2 hours away, and so luckily I get to move back home tomorrow to Wichita Falls. My doctor said I needed to be back by 34 weeks, and tomorrow I'll be 34 weeks. So we're literally waiting till the last second. So, so I'm super excited that I get to sleep in now and just take the next month to do some resting. So, but anyways, let me start off with what happened last weekend. So last Friday I went to get my nails done, and I noticed after I had gotten them done that my right ear needed to pop really bad, and I started hearing, like, not necessarily a ringing sound, but just like a noise in there. So I told Trey when I got home, and I took a shower. It never popped. Anyways, I just went ahead and went to bed. And then Saturday morning, I went to work, and I was sitting there at my desk, and all of a sudden, the noise in my ear got just really, really loud. And my phone rang, and the sound on it sounded really, really weird, and I got real nauseous, very sweaty, and just dizzy. So I was like, well, that's, not good. So I got up and walked next door to where my husband's office was, and I just kind of stood there in the center of the doorway, and he was like, what's wrong? And I told him that I thought I was going to throw up, and so he set me down, and I just sat really still. I mean, because anytime I just would barely move my head, almost like a vertigo, it just made me feel nauseous. So anyways, I sat down, he got the trash can put in front of me, and he went down to one of the ladies' offices and got her blood pressure machine to take my blood pressure. Up until that day, my blood pressure has been 120 over 80 or 118 over 82. I mean, it's been perfect. I haven't had any issues with blood pressure. So when Trey, took my blood pressure, it was 133 over 86. And so I kind of, in the back of my mind, was like, oh gosh, that's not good to have. I mean, that's not high, but for me it was elevated, and I hadn't had any issues before. So anyways, I wasn't for sure if it was contributing to my ear or what was going on. So Trey went and got some breakfast for us, and kind of I had called and left a message with the on-call physician to call me back. Anyways, I went and had my breakfast, and I got done eating, and all of a sudden it kind of felt like my ear popped, and so I didn't feel nauseous anymore. I didn't feel dizzy anymore. I didn't have that ringing in my ear or anything. So, but it's still like my ear was just hurting, down here. So when the nurse called me back, I was thinking maybe I was getting an ear infection. I wasn't for sure, but I know how painful ear infections can be, and I wanted to, if I was getting one, I knew I wasn't going to the doctor until Monday, and that was on Saturday. I wanted to see if, like, they wanted to call something in, it drops or whatever. So, and I was here in Dallas, and my doctor is 2 hours away. So she told me to go to Clinic Care and see what they said. Well, long story short, with Clinic Care that I went to, or primary care, or whatever, I don't know what her deal was, but I guess they didn't have copay or something, and they wanted me to pay a ridiculous amount of money, and I just wasn't going to do it. So, and like I said, my ear wasn't hurting at this point anymore, so I figured, okay, I'll just wait till Monday. So, ear thing, I'm not really sure what happened. So anyways, so we go to the doctor on Monday, and we had an ultrasound, and then we had a doctor's appointment right after that. They go over the ultrasound and stuff with you. So the ultrasound went really good, though. Let's see. The boys, first off, are measuring great. One of them, I think baby A, which is Bauer, he's on my right hand side, is measuring 4.5 pounds. And then Branson, which is kind of in the center or on the left, he's measuring 5 pounds. So 4.5 and 5 pounds, which is great. Like, I'm super excited that they are healthy boys. We also got to see, she said, oh my gosh, like, they have a lot of hair, and so it was really cool. You could see their hair on the sonogram, just like on the very back or whatever. It looks like little squiggly lines. And so we thought that was kind of cool to be able to see their hair. Obviously, I have a lot of hair. It's long. And then my husband, Trey, he has a really good, thick head of hair. So I'm imagining that they're probably going to have a lot when they're born. So, and one of their heart rates was 131 and the other one was 141. They are both still currently head down, which is great. And so, yeah, so everything with them was really, really good. So, we got done with the ultrasound, and we went over to the doctor's office, and they had me weigh. Now, when I stepped on the scale, I thought that I was going to be doing good, because the 2 weeks in between the visit, I had told my husband that I really needed to quit drinking chocolate shakes. I mean, I was having lots of chocolate shakes and lots of sweets. And so I had cut down that 2-week period. I think I'd only had like maybe 1 or 2 chocolate shakes. And then I had gone back to working out. So I was working out 3 days a week at lunch. And then Trey and I were also walking after work. So I had thought when I went into weigh that it wasn't going to be, you know, like a big jump or anything. Well, I had gained 7 pounds, which is a lot for that small amount of time. So I kind of thought that was weird. And then, of course, I went to the bathroom and gave them my urine sample. And she did find some proteins in my urine. So I kind of had already been thinking in the back of my mind, like, with my blood pressure being up the weekend before, like, maybe that's the beginning of preeclampsia. I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have to go through any of that, but so she did find a little bit of proteins, not a whole lot, and she took my blood pressure there. My blood pressure was 131/90. So of course it was elevated again. So she told me to, you know, watch my sodium intake and my legs. I may show you my legs in a minute, and my what's left of my ankles. I don't know, they're really bad, but I'm pretty swollen, and so she said to just, you know, try to watch my sodium intake as much as possible. And that we would check back on Monday and see, you know, how everything was looking. So my doctor told me that as long as I can make it to 34 weeks, that's ultimately your goal for twins. I would like to try to go to week 37 or so. I just want to try to avoid the NICU, and I want them to be, you know, healthy and strong. So we'll just have to see. So like I said, today is Thursday, and I have an appointment on Monday, so we'll kind of see how that goes. So yeah, so the boys are great though, but hopefully I am not having any preeclampsia stuff. I guess the good news is that I am going to be 34 weeks tomorrow, so if I do have it, then, you know, I'm at that point where if they needed to schedule me for an induction or emergency C-section or whatever, they can do that. So I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. Our house is, I say, like 90% done. There's just a lot of stuff that needs to be moved around and washed, and we're having mattresses delivered to the house because we got a brand new bed, and so, you know, everybody keeps telling me like, oh, just take it easy now that you're off, you know, rest, rest, rest. And I'm like, okay, that's great, but I have this house that is brand new, but I've got to get everything done to it. And so I'm just trying to figure out in my mind a happy medium for me. And I'm not one of those people that likes to just sit around and rest anyways. I like to be up doing stuff. So I guess we'll see how it goes. But anyways, that is what has been going on with me and the boys. So, but like I said, up until this point, I've had a really good, smooth pregnancy. And, oh, they told me to look out for some extra signs for the preeclampsia, like headache and floaters, like if you see spots in your vision, extreme swelling, like especially in your face, so, which would be where I would have to see it at, because my hands and my legs and feet are just really swollen. So anyways, I think that's it. I'm gonna show y'all my legs, but my husband says I have cankles, and you know what, I told him I wasn't even mad at him because I 100% agreed with what he said, because I do have cankles now. So I'll show you my legs, just because, I mean, they're pretty bad, but, and then I'll show you my bump, and then that'll be it for this week. And the next week when I do my video update, or my pregnancy update, I'll be in our house, and we'll be here in Dallas anymore in our little apartment, and then hopefully I have some more information about the preeclampsia. Okay, so give me just a second. Okay, so I don't know if y'all can see, like, if it's gonna really show up how big my actual legs are at the moment. Like, maybe take this off so you can see. But yeah, like, that is my feet right now, and my legs. They're normally don't look anything like that, so ugh. Okay, here is my, technically I guess, 34 week bump, because I'll be 34 weeks tomorrow. So it's growing bigger and bigger every day. Some people at work said it looked like it dropped a little bit, but anywho, there it is. So anyways, thank you for stopping by, and if you would, hit that subscribe button below, that way you can follow me and the boys on our journey. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.